Yo, YouTube, how you doing, baby? Back again with another outnumbered but outplayed video. Back on Apex, baby. We got Faide, man. We got Faide today, bro. Surprised I have not seen this video, but Faide uploads a lot of videos, so I think it's just kind of like past me for some reason. But guys, like I said, man, every video, appreciate the love, appreciate the support. It means a lot to me, man. So if you could like the video, comment on it, let me know something. Subscribe if you can. It's easy, bro. Just hit the subscribe button. Boom, done. Also, if you want to support me, because YouTube doesn't support me yet, I'll leave a link down below. You'll see where it says support me. Guys, appreciate you always. Let's get to it. So one thing I wanted to show in this video, man, I skipped like halfway through. I watched the whole thing all the way through, but I wanted to kind of start here is Faye does a very good job, and he's talked about this before, where he does a great job of baiting players into bad positions. Whether that, and there's a number of things he does to do that, but he mainly kind of like lulls dudes into a false hope of security and then crushes them, right? So you'll notice what he does a lot, and especially these clips. So I had to watch this one because he almost honestly got what 20. He almost got 28 kills. He almost got 30 to be honest, but he got 26. So let's just kind of watch, and I'll stop it, pause it for certain things. And one thing I'm going to notice is too, a lot of these players that he is playing, I'm not going to say they're not good, but like you clearly can tell there's like a huge skill gap.
No, don't take the kill.
So we're back in this building again, man. This is like the best, one of the best buildings when it comes to players that play like Faide or know how to abuse zips. So what you're gonna see is like he does a very, very good job of using the zips to his advantage. The noise that it makes, making them think that he's taking it. He does a great job of like super jumping off of zips to get like a higher advantage over somebody. And like I said, the one thing you're gonna notice that he does a lot, even not just even in this building in particular, but like in general, is his baits.
I don't have bats, bro. Doing this.
He had to phase to get away. Another thing too is like in this video, he was behind a lot in terms of like being behind the zone. Like he was always kind of like because he was getting so many kills, he was taking so much storm damage this whole like halfway throughout the video. So it, in all honesty, it kind of like pushed him to play a little bit better. It's that guy like one shot. There's two more and going towards zone. He's looking for angles. So see, all of this honestly is good for him just because of the fact that like by the time he gets into zone, most of these guys are still trying to run away from zone, right? Or run away from the storm. So when he has to come in, hopefully he has these guys weak.
What's he doing?
If he didn't have a lot of heals, honestly, this would be very, very tough. He does a good job of like just taking his time. The storm isn't ticking for too much, but you have to be careful even in this one. This is probably like 3 or 4.
Dude, the other teams are fighting. That's sad.
These situations are just always tough. Like if like honestly, I know he wanted to get like 30.
I'm just letting them vibe over.
But it's one of those things where he just couldn't help it, right? Like his teammate kept going down. He was playing for the res. If honestly he wasn't playing for his teammates' res, he might have been able to get more kills. All right, so right around here is when you're gonna kind of see what I'm talking about, where he still does the baiting situation. So he notices there's a guy on top of the bridge that has high ground over him, right? The guy has a better advantage over him. No matter how good you are, if you're in a position like that guy was on the bridge, you can't be the guy on low ground just trying to like out muscle that guy because it's tough to make that kind of work, even if you're really good. So what he does is he phases back to kind of just reposition, maybe take height on this building, and see what he can do first, like damage wise. And also, this is another tool to bait. The guy knows that he's by himself. Phases back. That guy has two choices: either stick to the bridge and keep that height because he knows he has to come to him, or if he's ballsy, he goes straight for fade. All right, so see right here, right? He gets a better advantage over these guys, right? This is always kind of what you want to do, especially when you're playing ranked. When you're fighting teams, you don't want to just jump straight into a fight. You want to always try to like do some type of entry damage going into a fight. So right here, I'm pretty sure he gets his lifeline down. Gets her down. Now it's his opportunity to move up. He's got 20 seconds left before he has to go in the zone.
What the fuck? Oh, they're all fighting. This is rough.
Octane has still been holding the bridge the whole time.
What, bro?
Unfortunate nade. He's being smart right here as well, right? This is something that you guys aren't even noticing probably. While this guy is down and he knows that this guy is right here above is in the train card, he's using this guy as cover as well. So he's got this as cover and he's got this guy as cover. And this guy is so dumb that he's just sitting here not even knowing what Faide's doing. All right, so right here you're gonna see as well, using this part of the train cart or a part of the train tracks as like a head glitch. And like I say, he's baiting these guys, right? He's just baiting them into him. Guy's getting shot and he's like, you know what? I'm not in any cover. Let me just try and turn and shoot this guy. Right here, head glitch, damage. Enough damage to kind of poke and then like heal, right?
Gibby. Wait, you're running at me. What the fuck?
And Gibby just absolutely shit the bed. All right, now this is a tricky situation. So he's got like a guy pushing him, and I think he has a guy on top of the roof, or on top of the rock above him. You see him like zip up towards the rock, and he has a guy behind him in the portal. But he dies through the portal. Now he has that guy right above him. Does a good job of just popping these heat shields really quick. See, if this was my type of pub, bro, and that's me in the heat shield, bro, they're pushing me off the rock. They don't care about the storm at all. They're just pushing me and I'm dead. He has time to loot a whole box and grab another heat shield. All right, so right now, by the way, Faide, very impressive, bro. So he's just taking his time, man, walking it up. He's just taking his time because honestly, they can't really push him without doing enough damage to themselves. So they throw their fight by pushing him, so he's doing the right thing, which is taking his time, making sure like they can't push him too fast, you know. So like, even up until the end, you're gonna see Faide is, if you ever get into a game with Faide or even like a lyric or whatever, but like you have to know that they want to bait you to them. They want to bait you to fight them. If you know that they're in a better position, honestly, the best thing to do is just avoid them. Just avoid them until you can get yourself into a better position over them. Like I said, a lot of players, honestly, when they play, I mean, sometimes you'll know you're playing somebody like Faide, but like at the same time, a lot of players, their ego gets in the way, and players like this take advantage of players' ego. You really want to just like avoid a player like this because challenging him is doing what he wants you to do. And like I said, even up until the end, you're gonna see what I mean. Like Faide is verbally and physically telling this guy to challenge him, right?
I don't have any bats, bro.
Take that into consideration when you're playing against these type of guys. They want you to challenge them, and I'm not saying avoid them in terms of like, oh, if I avoid them, then I'm being a pussy. I'm more so saying like, make sure you're in a position that's better than where they're at, right? That's like the main thing. And if you're not, then you should try to avoid fighting them until you can get yourself in a better position to be more successful against a player like this, right? When Faide jiggle peaks and he's like, going in and out of cover and dipping back and forth. It's all to just bait shots to create an opening and an opportunity for himself. It's like that's all it is. And if you can think that way as well, then you know what he's doing. Like, see what I'm saying? The jiggle peeking back and forth, climbing up, jumping off. He's trying to force this guy to take a shot. This guy's smart. He knows this. He's smart enough to know that that's what he's doing, right? Because honestly, Faide's really good, but this guy probably doesn't know that this is Faide. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. If this is me and this is somebody who I don't know is like a Faide or whatever, and he's doing this right here on me, and I have Kraber. I'm in my mind, I'm saying this guy's trash because he's afraid to just straight on challenge me, right? Faide could have done a number of things right now. Yes, he's joking with him for content as well, but at the same time, he's trying to bait him to shoot the Kraber shot so he can create an opening for himself to push. If this is me, if I'm the Pathfinder, I'm thinking this guy's trash and I'm winning this fight. Like that's what I'm thinking because he's not confident enough to push me.
That's like CS:GO. Holy shit, what's going on?
If I'm Fade, I would have already ended this fight. I would have tried to phase, get around him, put myself in a better spot to fight him, something, right? So, like I said, this guy, he's smart enough to know, like, I'm just gonna be patient and this guy's gonna fuck up.
What a bitch! Holy shit!
And he does just that. He fucks up, right? He fucks up and, like I said, he took advantage of it and he killed Faide, right? He did it in a smart way. He didn't do what most players do 99% of the time, which is they let Faide lull them into a false sense of security, and then they always end up dying. This was the one Pathfinder that I've seen out of like a lot of videos. This is the only guy I've seen in like I can't even remember another guy who actually did not fall for the feints, fall for the tricks. He was like, "Yo, I'm winning this game, and I'm gonna be patient about it, and I'm gonna think that Faide's gonna peak this way." And he was right, and he was ready to shoot a shot, and he won the game. He won a 1v1 against one of the best players in the game because he didn't do what 99% of the players in this game do. So, guys, that's it for me, man. Like I said, guys, leave a like, leave a comment on this video. I'll leave a link down below, like always, to if you guys want to support me. So, that's it for me today, guys. Appreciate it, man. Much love.